for many, many years of heroic work and sacrifice in the service of this nation. The challenges we face today are unprecedented in both their variety and their complexity. They are highly fluid, constantly shifting, and taking on new dimensions. And they are increasingly interconnected, testing our ability to anticipate how developments in one realm will shape events in another.
Security Council, Homeland Security, and Counterterrorism. And here I would have...
In many cases, CIA helps to enhance the capability of foreign security and intelligence services so that they can increase the quality and quantity of intelligence they provide to us to help address threats of mutual interest, such as violent extremism, within and from across their borders. But our assistance and partnership come with conditions. These intelligence and security services must adhere to standards of professional conduct and respect for human rights in order to maintain that partnership with us.
We welcome our distinguished visitor today, the Director of Central Intelligence, the Honorable John Brennan.
And nowhere do we find greater challenges to effective governance than in the region that stretches from the Maghreb to South Asia. Faced with rapidly growing and youthful populations, North Africa and the Middle East have some of the world's highest unemployment among 12 to 24-year-olds. These trends foster the appeal of militant ideas in states that are already struggling to govern territory and meet the very basic needs of their people. Not surprisingly, this is the region where we have seen a dangerous rise in ungoverned spaces, the kind of places where the self-proclaimed Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant was able to establish its reign of terror.
Establish himself as one of the foremost authorities on the Middle East and South Asia.
The cyber realm and information technology have fundamentally transformed the most prevalent means of human interaction. These technologies have given rise to new information-based industries that have displaced older ones, sometimes deepening gaps within societies and between the developed and underdeveloped worlds. They enable social interaction that can be swift and destabilizing, as we saw in the so-called Arab Spring. And they invest individuals with unprecedented influence and even power, for better and for worse.
His predecessors at the CIA, the legendary George Tenet.
Cyber makes it possible for our adversaries to sabotage vital infrastructure without ever landing an agent on our shores. And we have seen how our own citizens can be indoctrinated by terrorist groups online to commit terrible acts of violence here in our homeland. Moreover, these technologies are transforming how an intelligence service, which is a quintessential information-based enterprise, how it conducts its business. And we at CIA fully understand that how we rise to the challenge of the digital age will determine the extent of our future success.
Very much. I also want to add to General Allen's thanks to you, John, for coming here.